Okay, so this video is made specifically for one dude who is in a group I am a member of called the Voluntary Human Extinction Movement. And basically, to give you a background for this video, I basically posted something basically saying, Happy holidays to all of you from a atheist meat eater. And for those of you who don't know, the voluntary human extinction movement, a lot of these people are very hardcore vegans and vegetarians. That is my cat, Shondi. And if you've seen my post in Vehement, you know my cats are very important to me. But anyway, um, so this dude asked, who is the person behind this kind message? So I figured I'd make a video kind of, it's difficult to explain everything about yourself in a short video, but I figured I'd give you guys a little bit of an overview. So I'm a Southerner. I was born in the Atlanta area of Georgia. I'm a Southerner. That being said, I do my best to stay away from the South because I just do not like I don't like the level of, let me put it this way, it's difficult to be an atheist in the South. It really is because most of the people are Christians, and if you say you don't believe in God, they look at you like you're some kind of alien. I went to Florida State University, double majored in anthropology and Asian studies. I have a deep love for Asian culture, specifically Japan, but I did also spend 6 weeks in China while I was at university. So I do know a little Chinese and all that. Once I graduated from college, I headed over to Japan for 5 years, where I was an English teacher at a high school in Osaka. Interesting little side note, Osaka is kind of considered the quote south of Japan in terms of people think you're stupid and ignorant, and there is a distinct dialect to how you speak. So I really did fit in quite well there. And it was good to be away from. What was it good to be away from? It was good to be away from just, I guess, all the bigotry, all the misunderstanding, all the piousness. I really, when you come from a strongly religious background and you realize that all of this is false, you just kind of want to get away from it. And I did find something spiritual in Japan. I felt like I belonged there. But I did end up returning to America because of, just to put it in one statement, a bad breakup. Spent a year in grad school um, studying Japanese swords. Um, it it wasn't for me. It was one of the most miserable periods of my life. So I ended up moving out to Denver, Colorado, which is where I am now, and I am currently in veterinary technician school. A veterinary technician is essentially an animal nurse. Animals have always been a very important part of my life, especially cats. If there is one thing you need to know about my personality is that I love cats. I just I I understand them, and I feel like they understand me. Um, Even in the school that I go to, there was a cat that was in the library there, and it was an unfriendly cat. But I kind of made it my project to make this cat like me personally. It was for selfish gain, honestly, but I would go in there every day and I would just pet her a little. If she didn't like it, I'd leave her alone. And the important thing I is that she got to know me and that she smelled me and she got used to my scent and realized that I was not a threat to her. And she and I became really good friends, and this was amazing at the school I go to. I'm not going to mention it by name simply because I try to remain somewhat anonymous out of it's good to remain somewhat anonymous when you're especially when you're a member of a group called Vehement. Not called not called Behemoth, but what it represents really. I mean, openly stating your membership in this group does not really, I mean, it's not a socially acceptable thing. Neither is being an atheist. Um, but anyway, I guess that is kind of a brief overview of me. I love animals. And yes, I do eat meat. And yes, I have thought about this issue extensively. Personally, I'm against hunting. Commercial I'm against the commercial production of meat, if that makes any sense. I try to look at this from how the human species began as hunter gatherers. Now, when we in our infancy, um, we were scavengers, basically. And most of our diet did, in fact, consist of vegetables and fruits. Yet at the same time, if we happened upon an animal carcass or something where the meat was still fresh, we weren't gonna we weren't gonna turn it down. So again, this is a reiteration of my last video, but again, I have the utmost respect for all vegetarians and vegans. I respect your viewpoint. I just have come to a different conclusion than you, and that's okay. We should still be able to be friends and we should still be able to get along well because we both have the same overall mindset in mind. We, I guess I'm going too far into, this is a public video and not everyone that's going to view this as a Behemoth member. I hope I'm trying to grow this little channel of mine into one that um, gets more than 10 views or whatever. But if that doesn't happen, whatever. I'm not going to change who I am and what I am. So I guess, yeah, I should end it there. That is who I am. I guess I should put one minor thing in there. I'm also an avid gamer. If any of you are, if you like to play online with me or anything of that, anything like that, I'm on PSN and my name is Necro Neko 666. That's Necroneko 666. I'm not just a gamer, I'm also a diehard metalhead. In the past in Vehement, I have spoken of my love of black metal music, and my name on PSN is kind of reflects that. Neko is also Japanese for cat, and I spent 5 years in Japan. So for me, that name encapsulates my love of Japan and my love of cats. So that is who I am in a brief nutshell. And again, you can't go through every detail of your life in a short video, but yeah. So I'll stop it there.